feedback, of course.
Why?
Because that's what happens with my phone. It's connected to the Bluetooth.
I got a notification.
I didn't get a notification, but I see us live.
I don't see us live. What are you airdropping me?
HelloFresh. Get 12 free meals.
Da-da-da.
Wait, I don't see any, but I don't see it.
I see people in the stream, but I don't see.
I see nothing.
What? I see all the comments.
Yeah, I could see all the people in the stream, but there's no
Oh,
number.
you're talking about YouTube.
Rob, yeah.
No number of people?
Right.
57 right now.
Okay, but like I can't see it at all. Look.
Well, you have to refresh your page.
I did.
Go to my channel.
I did.
There it is.
Oh, I see you.
Ow. For some reason, I don't like the way
What?
I look too far away. You guys are all up close. Do I look super far away and you guys are all up close?
You look too far over on the one side now. You're not centered. There's more centered, yes.
I feel like I'm not centered.
You feel like you're too far away? No, we're all a good distance away. No one's super zoomed in today.
Okay.
Yo, somebody said, Rob H said, damn, Joey really is losing weight. Yeah, buddy, look, Joe, it shows.
Do I look better? Because I just came from the gym.
Rob
take a
Walker
while.
said that your OnlyFans page is fire.
Yeah, right. I haven't started one yet. I did sign up for 2 more of them this week. Yep.
How much do you spend a month on fans only?
You mean on porn in general?
Oh, my God.
It's not $100, but it's not $10.
Okay.
Okay.
Somewhere, it's like a gym membership.
Probably $99.99.
It's like a gym membership. And my wife listened to the podcast.
Yo, the super chat.
She listened to the podcast last week.
She did? I
Yeah.
thought she doesn't listen.
She doesn't listen, but I told her we were talking about that dude that she likes.
Oh, yeah. I was
the
going to
bike,
text
the Peloton.
her.
Yeah. So she's like, all right, I'm gonna listen. And then she listened, and she's like, you pay for porn? She goes, why? It's free. I was like, dude, you got to get the exclusive stuff.
Wait, so when she texted me for like the coupon thing, I thought for sure, because I told you I wanted to see the guy that she thought was like, so I thought for sure when I opened it that there'd be a picture of the guy that she thought was hot. And I'm like, I was very disappointed. That
She
it's not it.
like she showed me another picture of him yesterday, like somebody on like this, there's like a fan page, she follows it, and like one of the girls like ran into him in New York, and she took a picture. She's like, we got to go to New York. I'm like, I'm not bringing you to a guy you want to fucking hook up with. You crazy?
Yo, Joshua Navarro, man, we miss you, bro. Welcome back.
Yeah, Josh Navarro, $2 dono. I prayed every day for you to switch places with Joe. That's nice. Piece of shit.
Honestly, I'm really just here for the comments.
$5 dono from Mickey Stacks. Joey looking like he lost a little weight. He's still fat though.
Are we like starting? There's no, like,
We're
what
not-
are you
no,
doing?
Just people just make fun of me even
talking to
before we
people.
go live. Listen,
Brian, what's going on, Brian?
Let's go live because I'm struggling here.
all right, going live. 3, 2, 1.
Marissa says to me sometimes, your legs are getting bigger. No, bitch, they ain't getting bigger because I don't train no goddamn legs. You're listening to the glorious House of Gains podcast. Here's your host, Robert Frank. You're that CrossFit guy that bashes CrossFit. And I'm like, yeah. Like, dude, I love your shit. Can I take a picture?
All right, this is episode 157 of the Glorious House of Gains podcast. I'm at the round table of testosterone, which is actually a square because there's a leaf in the middle of the table. To my right, we have, back in stock, all sizes, wearing the American AF 3/4 sleeve, Tupac. What's up, Tupac? To his right, we have the butcher, the baker, the donut maker, Joey NPC. What's up, Joe?
Another one.
To his right, we have, he's thick in the midsection, don't let him bang your daughter, she'll need a C-section, jacked man with the permanent tan, Ray Worldwide. What's up, Ray?
I'm feeling so good today. Everybody in the building, let's get it. Let's go.
Well, you better be feeling extra good because you may be pulling this pony here in a couple minutes. To his right. Oh, you know what? I didn't even realize you had the same shirt on as Tupac.
Yeah.
Well, first
I
to
would have wore a different shirt if Tupac was going to steal my
to,
style.
to Ray's right, we have with the unfuckwithable shirt, brand new on RobertFrank615.com. Ziz. And to his right, there we go, MBJ wearing the back in stock, the fully back in stock, already sold out of double XL within the first hour it was up. But we have medium through extra large, wearing the American AF 3/4 sleeve, MBJ.
Hi. Oh, Joe, that's not my sound effect.
That's a sound effect for, I think, any female that comes on the show, right? It's just...
Oh.
There you go.
I hate you.
I just love it.
All right. And here we go. So this is the podcast. We did the mailbag first. Normally we do the mailbag second, but Joey was like, hey, I got a bright idea. I'm going to come over a half hour early. Ray will get there a half hour early, and let's bang out the mailbag first, and then we'll do the show. So normally by the time we get to the mailbag, we're kind of like running on E a little bit. I feel like it's like the end of the night, and the mailbag, it's an obligation that we have to the Patreon fam to make sure we get to their questions, comments, and concerns. And then we feel like we're kind of like running out of gas. Joey's like, let's do it first tonight. And I'm not having the greatest day in terms of this rehab and recovery that I'm going through. And now I feel like it's like the mailbag portion and it's the actual podcast, and I'm like fading away fast.
The mailbag was 25 minutes.
I don't know what happened to me the last hour.
Did you eat something weird today?
No, I didn't eat anything different. It was just the last hour. It came over me like.
You did a lot today. Like this is like you picked up your dad. You brought him back. Then you brought him back. Like these are, and then we went to the post. Like these are two.
People have no idea what you're talking about. You got to like explain.
You got to
more.
do less.
He thinks
I have
that
to
he
do
can
less.
Do everything. I know that it seems like a little, but you can't do so much in one day.
Yeah,
It's just like it's kind of like being on like spring break for you. You know, like he's been in the hospital for so many weeks and just getting home, and he wants to do all of the things
yeah, I was
from
gonna
so
And then
many
he passed
weeks.
all the orders. There was a bunch of orders on the store, and like you have to rest.
yeah. But like I said on the mailbag, up until 5:30 p.m. today. Or 5 p.m. today, we were all caught up on the store. There was no pending orders. Everything was all caught up. Everybody's getting their shit. And really, that's the only thing that I could do is pack orders on RobertFrank615.com. So listen, keep me busy, guys. I appreciate it. But just tonight, I'm a little out of gas. But let's read our Patreon members. Actually, you know what? We'll do the Patreon members first, then we'll read our contest winner. I promise within the first 5 minutes of the show, we'll read the winner of the Ultimate Shred Stack contest. And all you had to do to qualify to be entered to win that Ultimate Shred Stack was just follow the Glorious Podcast Instagram page. That's all you had to do. And you didn't have to be a new follower. We went way, way back, all the way to the very beginning. And we picked a winner this time. So sometimes we pick a winner of people that just joined today. Sometimes we pick, but anyway, we'll read their name in just a few moments. But we do have a couple new Patreon members this week. Brady Davis, Brandon Stoop, Drew Whalen, and motherfucking_Uno are our new Patreon members this week over on patreon.com/RobertFrank615. Let's get to the God amongst men, Joey. Drew Whalen, Shane H., Brian Palmer, Ethan Smiley, Anthony Caniglione, Andrew Spade, Ezekiel Dula, Brando Commando, Tyler Price, Ian Lawrenson. Did I say that right, Joey? Ian
did.
Lawrenson. Okay, There we go. Harry Pasco, Jay Marsh, Dusty Wing, JXPX Wheeler, Kimberly Gutierrez, TJ Anderson, Poppy Sebs, Muscles Marinara, Alpha Omega, John Kuchak, Jakes Irvin. Did I say that right, Joey?
Yeah, actually, you said that one.
Chicano Batman, D-Tibbs, Will Torres, Lane Yardley, Jeremiah Robinson, Carl Angel Sr., Christian Flores, Jacob Heimer, Anthony Clark, Vincent Baffa, a certified motherfucking G, Jeremy J., Whiskey Biz, Kevin Zermano, Chris M., Kiwi Jace, Colin Moretti, Jose Estrada, and the one and only Spenny. So those are our God Amongst Men members. Now, Joey, let's go to the elite. Elite. The elite. Come on, Joey. You're not going to sing it all? Dude, I'm like dying over here and I'm singing.
Did I miss something? Why are you asking Joey if you spelled things correctly? I mean, if you pronounce
because normally because I did it for so many weeks.
But
also,
you never did it right.
Yeah, but after a while I got it down, and just so you know, Ian Lawrenson, who Rob mispronounced last week, reached out to me and said, "Hey, you say my name
because
right."
I thought there was a B missing. I thought it was like Brian Lawrenson or something like that. I thought my printer fucked up. But Ian, apologies for that, my man. Hope I made it up to you this week. Here are our elite members: William Burns, Kevin Hackey, Bill Burns, Nathaniel Ellis, Mark Massaro, Nathan Tejada, Victor M., James F., John Nelson, Damian McCoy, Eric Perez, Cody Lawson, Joe Burke, Zach C., and
Zach G Unit in the building.
in the house. Is Zach in the house?
Zach is in the house.
Okay.
Zach actually said that he was going to get GAINZ ability tattooed on his pecker.
Really?
And I told him he doesn't have enough reaching just to get GAINZ.
Ooh, okay.
Let's go, Zach.
How would you know that?
I'm pretty confident of it. We showered together.
All right, here's before this gets weird. Let's read our winner of the Ultimate Shred Stack contest that I did this afternoon. Again, all you had to do is be a follower of the Glorious Podcast Instagram page. And listen, guys, we do contests almost every week. If you don't win this week, don't get discouraged. Don't be mad. Don't get butthurt. There's always another contest. And this podcast ain't going nowhere. So there is a good chance that you will have another shot of winning. But the winner for this week is Stay On Course at Stay On Course over on Instagram. So you know the rules. You have 7 days to reach out to me. Today's what, the 6th?
Yes.
So you have until the 13th of May to hit me up on the Glorious Podcast page and say, hey, I heard my name. Here's my address. Send me my shit. And I will. Stay on course. There you go. What else is going on?
So is it one winner?
One winner tonight.
I want to pick the winner next time.
Okay. Sure. It's not a problem. I mean, we could
You both say that, and then when it comes time, you're going to be like, oh, we forgot.
No.
I think I don't know.
Maybe. We got a super chat here.
Okay.
Anthony Clark, $5 dono, says, which dude is Joey stalking on OnlyFans this week?
Damn.
You know, I did mention earlier that I followed
The
a
one
couple,
his wife likes.
which, speaking of, then another chat message here says, is Joey a swinger? I'm not, but I've told my wife a million times that when we get older, like, and retire, I want to be. Like, I just feel like it's necessary. She's not okay with it at this point, but, like, who knows? She might change her mind in, like, 30 years. But I have brought it up numerous times. Because, like, dude, the same person forever? Come on, give me a break. Let's see. What else we got in here?
I feel like I smell again.
You don't.
Like, no, I could see shit on the outside of my bag. I don't know how this happens.
I mean,
John
It's
Nelson.
nothing I'm doing.
John Nelson.
I never had the problem when I was doing it.
Shout out to MBJ on the immaculate packing on my merch the other week. Joey was sloppy, and he knows how to pack a package.
Jesus.
So had to add in.
I'm laughing, but I honestly don't get that.
He's making fun of me, saying it's just that I like other men. Anyway, and we're caught up there. Yep, that's all.
Caught up? All right.
Caught up.
All right. I really didn't have much today on the menu. I know the mailbag was so quick, but because we did the mailbag, I feel like we're already like an hour into the podcast, and we basically just started it.
It's 10. We've been on here for 10 minutes.
I know. I'm
think your time is.
I'm completely just fucking out of it.
He does too much. He's gone
You
and
do
left the
have
house
to.
3 or 4 times today. Like I said, picked up his dad from I don't know where, then brought him back to the house, then packed orders, then brought his dad back, then went to Staples,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta.
he's doing the
too
most.
much for
If
you.
you're, yeah, I mean, and the other problem, Rob, is going to be like, what happens if I didn't check the store today, but let's assume you got a bazillion orders, right? What if you get a bazillion tomorrow and you get buried again? And now you have no fuel left, and you're going to kill yourself tomorrow. And then they come in again the next day, and you're just going to bury yourself.
I mean, the shit has to get done. That's the only thing that I could really do.
I think the orders are okay. I think that he needs to pick and choose what he wants to do for the day. So if you want to be a taxi driver, then you can't do other things.
Tell your dad to catch an Uber.
No, but I could. Well, I was working, but I mean, like, we could have worked.
I say Uber.
Rob has never been to a doctor or anything like this before, so he doesn't know that and he gets frustrated that these small things, like even taking a shower, exhaust him for the day.
Yeah.
Like, he thinks, I'm just driving around. It's not a lot, but mentally and physically, it's still a lot for him.
Are you like physically like repairing? Like is the wounds and everything?
It looks great.
Is like getting fixed up nicely? Yeah. All right, so that's good.
It looks really good now.
Nice.
So I wouldn't go that far to say really good.
I think it looks great. It was open and blood would come out. I mean, this looks phenomenal.
So now it's healing.
Yes, it's healing very nicely.
So that's improving, right?
Yes.
So
it's almost healed up, healed.
So I mean, dude, you just got to take baby steps
until they go back.
It's like when I go back to the gym for the first time, even though it's like only a 3-week break. I don't just hit the hundos. You know, you just got to go light.
Have you ever hit the hundos?
I don't think
Back
you've
in the
ever
day.
Well, we
touched
tried.
that.
I told him, why don't you, when we change everything, I'm like, why don't we do that Wednesday? That way you're not super tired for the podcast. And then today, this guy goes out and explores everywhere, and you're still tired. I'm like, damn it, we tried.
Yeah, I again, I don't know what it is. I know they said there's going to be good days and bad days, but today, like, the last, hour and a half, 2 hours have just fucking come down on me like you wouldn't believe. But anyway, we wouldn't be doing this podcast if it wasn't for Lucy Nicotine, Joey, Ray, and MBJ. Okay? Listen up, everybody. Lucy Nicotine sponsors this podcast, and they're a company founded by Caltech scientists and former smokers looking for a better and cleaner nicotine alternative. Finally, tobacco alternatives that don't suck. Researched and developed for 3 years to be made for people, not patients, Lucy has created a nicotine gum that comes in 3 marvelous flavors: wintergreen, cinnamon, and pomegranate. Lucy also has a lozenge in 4 milligrams of nicotine in cherry ice flavor. Each and every flavor actually tastes great. It's convenient and discreet, and products can be enjoyed anywhere on flights, at work, on the go, or even at the gym. It's 2021, guys. Get rid of your cigarettes, unplug your vape, throw out your dip, and get some Lucy nicotine gum or lozenges. A subscription to Lucy comes directly to your door each month. It's so simple, you don't even have to leave the house. Glorious House of Gains podcast listeners, this is what you do. You go to lucy.co, not com, co, and use the promo code GAINZ with a Z to get 20% off all products, including gum or lozenges. That's lucy.co. The promo code is GAINZ. And I have to warn you that this product does contain nicotine derived from tobacco. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Lucy.co. Be sure to use that promo code GAINZ.
I do have, if you're on the live stream, I do have a link posted currently on screen.
Yep.
And I do, while we're looking at this, I got a couple super chats I want to read.
All right.
John Nelson for a $5 dono says, Joey, Trevor Lawrence Adidas rookie NFT went for over $11,000 today. In Dogecoin, we trust, though. Rob, do you mind if I go into some financials for a minute? Give you some breath?
Go ahead.
I don't even know if that's the right word. Give you some breath. Give you a breather.
Why don't you give me some brains while you're at it?
I don't, huh?
Are you talking about the Homer Simpson brains? Or are you talking about...
I don't think...
Give me some brains, Joey.
Oh, your wife's across the
Ray,
table.
what am I talking about here?
You're talking about him giving you a blowjob? What's wrong with you?
I will never do that, ever.
Joe, I thought you were going to throw out that chicken Caesar salad that you had.
You're going to
No,
be
I
sick
said I was
tonight from
gonna-
that, by the way.
Did you?
Why would you say that?
What's that?
He's going to be sick from that.
Why would I be sick?
He ate it
Nobody
already.
goes there.
Dude,
No, you'll be fine.
listen, I'll tell you guys a secret. You know, and I'm gonna give you guys.
Does
a
Joey
double,
look like the type of dude that gets sick from
let,
eating?
let me do a double dose right now of this. All right. I'm back at the gym, guys. Okay, and I'm down to 245 pounds. However, I ate Little Caesars today. Okay.
Why would you ever eat that? It's not even real pizza.
We ordered 6 pies from Little Caesars today. And out of those 6 pies, let me tell you, everybody got sick at work. Everybody, except for me. When I tell you they all left the office, had to go to the bathroom, they all came back and like, dude, they're like, That fucked me up so bad. And I just sat there and I said, I feel perfectly fine.
I think Ilio's pizza is better than Little Caesars.
No, I'm sorry. It was Domino's. Anyway, they all got sick. So Marissa MBJ is saying that I ordered a salad from this restaurant around the corner. Not many people have been going there lately, so it's likely the chickens from 3 weeks ago. But, dude, my stomach is fucking bulletproof. So, Marissa, you just left the table, but I was just mentioning that everybody.
I heard you.
Yeah, the pizza. It got everybody sick at work but
you
me.
know what's weird? I literally left one room of my house to come back in here, and I was like, oh, shit, I don't have a mask. Like, that's how, like...
You've been brainwashed.
Yes. Like, is that not weird?
It is. So, John Nelson's mentioning NFTs, non-fungible tokens, for those of you who are unfamiliar with that. It's all the rage. It's cryptocurrency.
What's that coin thing everyone's talking about that went up?
Ethereum?
No. Like
Bitcoin.
not Bitcoin.
Dogecoin.
Yeah.
Dogecoin.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Why am I not invested in that?
Because Dogecoin is, in my opinion, for morons. Dogecoin, I am predicting now, and we'll listen in the future podcasts, I am predicting that after Elon Musk goes on Saturday Night Live this weekend, Dogecoin crashes and many people will get wrecked. Dogecoin was like a fraction of a penny, and it's currently probably around like 50 or 60 cents right now.
Yeah, 67.
Yeah. It's like a penny stock. I mean, some people make the argument that it's going to be like, the next thing, but I just fundamentally, I don't see any value in it whatsoever, and I refuse to buy it. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a couple other things, on the other hand, I do have, and I'm going to own things that make sense to me. The same with the stock market. You buy some stocks, they do go up.
I didn't know you had Bitcoin.
Huh?
I didn't know you had Bitcoin.
Yeah, I have a good amount of cryptocurrency at this point. It's actually gotten, I wouldn't say out of control, but I've started to. I'll give everyone an example. Listen, I told everybody this because John Nelson's mentioning this, and I do get tons of messages about stocks and all this stuff. The beginning of 2020 in March, when COVID happened, I knew that once the stock market started crashing, it'd be a good time to buy stuff. And I was talking on all the podcasts, buy shit, because when there's blood in the streets, that's when you have to buy. So over 2020, I spread out $25,000 where I just bought in every month, $2,000, $3,000. And by the end of the year, I ended up putting in $25,000. As of February, the $25,000 became $53,500 or something. As of right now, literally in the last 3 months, my $53,000 and change is currently $35,000. So I've lost like $18,000 in the last, 3 months. Now, I didn't lose it because it's considered unrealized gains or unrealized losses because I don't sell. I have and this is what you all should be doing when you buy this shit, or like John Nelson mentions Dogecoin. You need to have an exit strategy, which is, what is the master plan over time? For me, that $25,000 that I put in was a 5 to 10 year plan, and I invested in stocks that are like Virgin Galactic, Penn National Gaming, DraftKings, ARK Investments. These are things that are for future. Like, they're in existence now, but in my opinion, in 5 to 10 years from now, they'll be very popular. What's the other one I have that I'm fucking blanking on? Anyway, so that's my stock plan for at least 2020, what I had done. And then for crypto, I swore that in 2021, I would start buying crypto. So in January, I started buying Ethereum. And the other thing I tell everybody that DMs me, please research. You message me and just tell me to tell you what to buy. It's like, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not going to tell you what to buy in the first place. I'll tell you what I monitor and what I research, but I monitor shit 2 to 3 hours a day. I research and learn about shit. So after doing a ton of it, I decided in January, buy Ethereum. And I started with 1 Ether, then 2 Ether, 3 Ether, 4 Ether, 5 Ether, 6 Ether, and I just keep buying them. So right now I've accumulated 6 Ether right now. Ether right now is 3,500. So I got about 20 grand of Ether right now. But guys, just learn what you can, and then make the determination on what you want to buy. So I follow a lot of people on YouTube that are all into crypto. And, if you have any money that you make from your job that you can spare, you need to invest it, whether it's in real estate or stock or whatever, crypto. Please do that. So John Nelson, him and I talk about NFTs, because that was another thing I had done earlier this year. Started buying NBA Top Shot NFTs, and I sold them all already. All right, we got Charles Falkels. I'm butchering that name. Joey versus
Shocker.
Rob. First to 215. Loser gets tasered. Joe, take it like a man. Let me see here. I'm 245 right this moment. I have to lose 30 pounds. Does anybody know Rob's weight right now or no?
Probably $152.
$150. So he's got to gain 65, and I have to lose 30.
I think he's put on like 3 pounds since he's left the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
mean,
think Joey might have the hand up on this one.
I might. And
Maybe more. I can't even keep up anymore. Maybe less. Who
I
knows?
just hope he continues to have progress. You know, he's
really
gonna have
needs
these.
to chill. Like,
I know.
Like
He's
I
gonna
don't-
have to. Riding with Rowdy with a $5 dono says that is the sexy 3/4 I have seen. Ray, what?
Huh?
Ray looks confused. Joey needs to do laundry. Same sweatshirt. Rob, have you thrown SB at someone yet?
What's an SB?
I don't know.
All these acronyms.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
We're old. Is this like a young thing?
And Rowdy, I like literally own about 20 hoodies, but I wear like the same 3 regularly just because I'm pretty sure I have some mental problem where I just continue to wear the same shit.
And Rowdy, I'm not confused. I'm high. There's a difference between being confused and high. Stoned this shit.
Vladma Bus 6898 $5 dono says Joey likes to play that skin flute like he's Kenny G.
Homer Simpson.
Hey, someone come in and Marissa check on your man's. I check on him enough. He's fine.
Jeff Calejo $5 dono. Joey, Ray, and MBJ, you guys should do the Sir Stroming Stinky Fish Challenge sometime. I
don't know what that is.
I
I
don't
don't
know,
even
but
know
I'm
if I
gonna
want to know.
assume-
Yeah, and
it's-
is that like a young thing?
It's
Like,
it's probably some kind of nasty shit. I'll look it up though. My phone's fucking polluted anyway with the shit I search. Emorton, AK Joe, $5 dono says I'm up 622% in Doge. I'll keep you posted, Joe. Like I said, dude, there's plenty of people that bought in. I was monitoring Doge at 4 cents. So what is that multiplied about 15 times since then? I just refuse to buy it just because I'm afraid of the day that it comes tumbling down 90%. And I like to go heavier when I buy stuff. So if I put in $5,000 or something or 10 grand or whatever, I'm going to get killed. And that's going to make me fucking sick to my stomach. So, but hey, listen, if you're doing whatever you can afford, if you're doing that, good for you guys. I mean, it's just not my cup of tea, but I'm not going to tell somebody don't fucking buy it. Go nuts. It's your money. John Nelson, $5 dono. Ray, Little Caesars is a Detroit brand. Laughing out loud. Shout out to Jets Pizza. Miss Home. F Texas. CS.
Cocksucker.
Oh, see, that's why Rob so
And
Riding with Rowdy did
SB.
acronyms.
What does
I'm
BS
like,
mean?
Shitbag. He wants to know if Rob's thrown a shitbag at anybody yet.
oh, and he said nice
Wait, how would he
3/4.
throw? That doesn't even make any sense. He couldn't
Three-quarter
throw his
sleeves.
shit bag
3/4
at someone.
cheese. See, Rob knows all the
Three-quarter
lingo.
sleeves.
Do you know how much work it is to actually remove the bag
Is
to
it
throw it
really?
at someone?
Is it really? It's
Yeah.
difficult.
Where are we
Attach?
at in the super chats?
We're all caught
We're all
up,
caught
Rob.
up.
Everybody's caught up?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I had to go upstairs, and I am going to be going back upstairs in a minute because I gotta lay down for a little while.
That's fine.
I feel like shit. 2 things that I wanted to say that I needed to get off my chest. Number 1, you guys were saying how I was up to 151 or so. I'm up to 152.
That's what I said.
Yeah, 152, and that's 14 pounds up from my low.
Nice.
My low was 138.
All right.
So 14 pounds up, but still a
Evan,
long
since
way
you
to
came
go.
home from the hospital.
Yeah, since I came home from the hospital, the weight gain has been slow.
So the question is, are you going to put on the weight or is Joey going to lose it first?
I think I have a, I don't know
If
because
history shows
I mean-
anything, he's going to be.
I have 2 more surgeries
Yeah,
to go.
like he has
Oh,
2
okay.
more major surgeries to go.
Yeah, but I've been this weight for 8 years. So.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Jay started working out today.
Nice. At a gym.
Monday.
I think it's just, I think it's about even. Here's the other thing that I want to say before you can get into. You could talk all about your workout, Ray. You could talk about whatever you want. I'm going to be monitoring. I'm going to be in the live stream for sure for the next however long you guys got.
I'd say we got 10 to 15 minutes
All
max
right.
anyway.
I do want to say this because the trolls are starting to come out now in terms of my, now that I went public with what's been going on with me and the ulcerative colitis and the surgeries and the emergency surgeries, the trolls are starting to come out, especially on Twitter. And I posted something yesterday and I just said that I've been silent because I'm healing. But unless you know somebody with ulcerative colitis or you have it yourself or you have Crohn's or something comparable, you don't understand like what we're going through, okay? And there's people out there that are saying was this, or like joking around that this was steroid induced. This was that's what you get for taking steroids. That's what you get for taking supplements. That's
People
what you
actually
take.
messaging you.
No, they're not messaging. They're leaving it right out in the open, like right out on the open forum. And what I have to say is there is no direct correlation with ulcerative colitis, Crohn's, irritable bowel syndrome, and anabolic steroids. So you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Unless you could come at me with actual straight facts, Jack, that testosterone or Trembolone or D-Ball or Anavar or steel supplements, 1-andro, 4-andro, whatever the fuck, shredded as fuck, Veg Pro, it caused me to be in the situation where I am right now. You can come out with me some actual factual fucking facts, then fucking present it. Until then, shut the fuck up because you don't know what you're talking about and you're just a troll trying to talk shit on the internet. And that's all I want to say.
Pody has Crohn's, and Pody has never lifted a weight.
Yeah, never lifted a weight, never taken a drug, never had a sip of alcohol.
Yeah, Pody is that fucking. Pody is like doesn't leave the house, and he got Crohn's.
Yeah, and another thing too. Oh, it's the drinking. You're obsessive drinking, and the only
Isn't
thing.
this one of those like degenerative type of things that just happen to you? Is if it's going to happen?
Yeah, there were two ways that I could have gotten this. It could have been a bacterial infection, right, from the antibiotics I was taking from the dental work, which they ruled out.
I don't think that, yeah.
Yeah, they ruled that out, or they said it's an autoimmune disease. It was always in my body. It's like cancer. You're born with it. It comes out. When it comes out, it comes out.
I have one.
Right?
It's true, yeah.
It's. I
Autoimmune
mean, it
disease.
is what it
dormant.
is.
It lays dormant in your body, and when it chooses to come out, it does.
You talking about the antibiotics from when we ran trained on the syphilis with the stripper?
No, not those. The other ones. But listen, let me say something too. The only thing that people could have talked shit, and only podcast listeners would have known this. And I don't think I have a lot of Twitter followers that listen to the podcast, but maybe I'm wrong, was the pain pills that I was popping. And it was because I was in so much fucking pain.
Yeah, so apparently ibuprofen is
Ibuprofen.
like a huge like trigger for ulcerative
It'll
colitis.
fucking eat away, right? At your stomach.
But like
right?
what we have in the house is like, I've had surgeries, massive things. Like we have like 800 milligrams ibuprofen, like heavy doses. But for somebody who has ulcerative colitis, apparently that's really bad. But
I was doing like 2,400 milligrams of ibuprofen a day, dude. I mean, I was eating away at my stomach. Plus, on top of that, taking the antibiotics.
Because of your shoulder.
Because of my shoulder, because of everything. My stomach towards the end. Then I was taking the Cipros on top of that.
I mean, at this point, you can't. There is no point in going back. So whoever's saying anything is just stupid because you can't go
people
backwards.
like to talk
It's the
shit.
internet.
I'm just saying, I know it's the internet, and I know I can't be trolled like I am the master troll, but there are people out there that really believe that it was alcohol induced or it was supplement induced or testosterone induced. Come at me with the actual factual facts that that's what caused it, and then I will shut the fuck up and I will eat my crow. Until then, suck my dick.
So I think that actually it's false. I think that ibuprofen and all of that stuff could like trigger things, but you would be surprised. I mean, technically, steroids are a way that people treat ulcerative colitis. So if anything, it's like kind of.
Typically, people ask why things happen.
I'm sure there are two different types, but I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, but I mean, the reason people ask why things happen is so they could mentally try to make themselves feel comfortable so they then don't do it themselves. So when someone says, like, how did he die? Then they do everything they can to avoid. I'm saying because then they try to avoid. If Rob told everybody that doing steroids is what caused it, then a whole bunch of people will be like, well, then I'll never do steroids. Because they just want to rationalize in their head how they could avoid doing. Well, really,
I don't think that would. Even if it did, I don't think a lot of people would be like, oh.
Yeah, but why do you think people ask, how do you think he got it? What does he think the reasoning is?
I think people have always trolled him. They've always said, like, you're a roid this or you take this and that. Like, I think that for a lot of trolls, this was just a window that they were able to, like, go through and think that, like, but to be honest, I mean, that's really shitty. Like, it's different to troll somebody when you know that they're, like, they're, like, living their life or whatever, but when someone's, like, literally going through a lot, like, you're not a troll. You're actually just a piece of shit.
Go on. Yeah, I know. But
correct. You're absolutely correct.
That's not a troll.
People don't care. You ever go on, Rich Piana?
No.
Go on. Okay, if you search his name, Rich Piana, go on his Instagram.
People are
did
fucking
nothing but troll him
shit.
when he died. And his girlfriend had to sit there and read all that shit. A porn star, August Ames, apparently she committed suicide. If you go on her Instagram page, the last page is nothing but people talking shit.
Yeah, like that to me,
You
like you're
deserve
just a piece of shit.
Yeah, I know, but out of 8 billion people on Earth,
Keyboard
there's about
gangsters.
7 billion pieces of shit.
Yeah.
There's not many good people on Earth. That's why when COVID happened, I was like,
Is that
know
what
what?
you just
Some
really
of
said?
us-
There's not that many good people on Earth?
To
No,
be
there
honest,
isn't.
I don't think
Really?
that
You
there
think there's
is.
more bad people than there are
I
good
do.
people?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I do.
You guys have
I don't
no-
think there's that many good people here.
Wow.
I do want to mention Blue Chew because Rob mentioned earlier, our podcast listeners, we have Blue Chew who sponsors our podcast. And this episode,
Initiated by his wife. No, I'm just kidding.
this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, it's been a hell of a year. Personally, I feel like I've aged 12 years over the last 12 months. And if you're like me, you're feeling your age more than you used to, especially in the bedroom. It's time to snap out of it. Spring is here, and it's time to get sprung with Blue Chew. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. And it ships right to your door in a discreet package. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online. Blue Chew's licensed medical providers work with you to find the right ingredient and strength for your prescription. Don't like swallowing pills? No problems here. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA, and they prepare and ship direct, so it's cheaper than a pharmacy. So if you could benefit from the extra confidence when it's time to perform, visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. That's BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code GAINZ at checkout. That's GAINZ. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code GAINZ to receive your first month free. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. And we've also lately on the podcast Instagram page, which is Glorious Podcast, we'll be adding in swipe up links on Rob's stories for the podcast people, for podcast listeners, I guess we'd call you guys. I hate saying fans. For swipe ups for the people who sponsor the podcast.
Joe, that was an outstanding read, Joe.
You mean because I
Good
don't...
job.
Because I don't...
Outstanding.
Listen, whenever there's not names involved, but Blue Chew and Lucy, yes, we will now be adding swipe-up links on the Instagram stories. We do have a couple super chats I want to get to. Mickey Stacks, $5 donor, says, hey, Rob, just join on Patreon. Let's go. Miles Parker, $5 donor. Big props to MBJ. Not easy being a caretaker for an alpha.
Yeah, you're telling me.
And outside of that...
But thank you.
I think I am caught up on super chats. I am. Listen, Rob bounced from the table. Is there anything you guys want to mention or anything you want to talk about?
Yes. I need to talk about this gainsability
I knew
challenge.
you were going to say gainsability.
I have to. So for the last couple of days, I haven't posted and I've been out of the gym. I hurt my back a couple of weeks ago. Something stupid, setting dumbbells down on a rack. I hurt my back pretty bad. And then I decided to play football on Sunday. Because our buddy Beer So Strong was injured, so I filled in for him. And I ended up playing 2 games, a doubleheader. I played for 2 different teams. That's probably the dumbest shit I've ever done in my life. After the game, I was literally, I felt crippled. My back from hurting it at the gym plus playing football, it was a wrap. So it's been hurting me to even sit and drive the last couple of days. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to a chiropractor. I said I would never in my life go to a chiropractor. There's no way I'm letting some grown-ass man snap my neck. But I needed some sort of relief because I've been in really bad pain. So I went today. It was the most terrifying shit I've ever done. Just laying there and this guy's just like, oh, just relax. And he's like moving my head around in his hands.
Did he snap your neck?
Bro, he snapped that shit with the quickness and it sounded like somebody crushed a plastic cup. And then he switched to the other side and he cracked both sides. And then he wrapped his arms around me and cracked my back. I mean, I did feel like instant relief, but just the process of knowing that was going down was pretty intense, man. But I will be going back tomorrow morning to get adjusted once again.
Yeah, I'd like to
Are
hear.
you supposed to go to a chiropractor like that frequently?
He said in order for things to kind of work the way that they're supposed to, I should do 3 sessions, but he was really adamant about me coming back tomorrow.
Let us know next week. I'm curious because I'd always be interested in going.
I started working out again.
Did you? And
Yeah,
it's at the
every
gym
day
or
this
here?
week here.
Yeah. Well,
That's the start.
What's your repertoire?
I have been doing faster cardio in the morning, no incline, which kind of sucks, but I'm out of shape. I haven't worked out in 3 years. And then I do the 30-minute beach body.
So what made you decide that it was time to go today?
Because it's thought girl summer and hot boy summer.
To be honest, like I know a lot of people are like very like for me, weight right now like is obviously not my top priority. Like I'm content with how I look. Do I want to be a little bit lighter? Sure, but like clearly I have much bigger things going on that weight is at the bottom of the thing. But to be honest, it's more like a mental thing.
Is it
like,
therapy?
It's like,
just kind of all the shit
like,
you got going on?
20 minutes that I have downstairs in the basement where it's to myself, and then 30 minutes that I can like do it by myself. Like it's just like my time.
Plus, I mean, who doesn't listen? This summer, I'm anticipating everyone's going to try to go out this summer. So yeah, who wants to go out and not be comfortable? I mean, that's the one reason I've been trying to lose weight. Just because I know I'm going to run into everybody this summer. So I actually need to lose weight or I'm going to fucking lock myself inside.
Well, you can come sit with Rob.
Yeah, no, I'm going out. Fuck that. But
I'm actually really excited too for the summer. I have a new business that I'm rolling out, and I have a couple of venues that are actually under contract. So I'm super excited. I've spent pretty much all of my money to do this business venture, and it's going to be a hot boy summer. Let me tell you.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, other than that, you guys got anything?
Yeah, didn't I have to actually ask you what that something summer meant?
Thought girl summer means that hoe over there.
I know. You text. I was like, I don't know what that means.
Dude, yeah,
but okay.
because basically everyone is expecting this summer to be like the world to be open again.
Yeah.
And people
are going to lose their fucking mind.
I mean, it's going to be like, I could imagine. First of all, you ever hear the Roaring 20s? 100 years ago in the 1920s.
I'll tell you right now, even if things open back up, I am not going out at 10 o'clock at night. Like, I don't think I can.
Yeah, but what about until
it's
you
been
get
a year and a half.
It's like you can't hang anymore.
Yeah, but,
I can't.
Yeah, but listen, once you get that text from one of your girlfriends and they're like, "Thought girl summer 2021, let's get it."
I don't think so. My only girlfriend is like, "You never go out. I'm gonna work all summer because you never go out."
Look,
like,
once it's on the news, once people start seeing Instagram, people are gonna go out. I mean, I'm dying to go out, so I can't wait because we used to go out every fucking weekend, and then 13 months ago.
We'll probably do a trip maybe in the summertime.
I'll do anything, but I'm going out and
to
drinking.
the casino. I think that'll be good.
Anything
for
anything,
Mr. Frank.
So real quick, so one of our podcast buddies and friends of the programs and friends in real life, Nicky Sands quit his job.
Did he?
Yeah, he quit his job this week, and I said to him, you know what? That's pretty dope. I'm proud of you. So many people get wrapped up in working and work. It's kind of like, Joe, I'm going to use you as an example, and I'm sorry. Joe is a workaholic. However, Joe has the ability to balance work and pleasure. Joe does a lot. Joe goes golfing. Joe goes on trips.
I went golfing before I came here.
See, and I disagree.
Joe
I think
does
he
a lot.
just knows how to multitask. Like, you don't really ever really shut off work, I feel like.
I don't, but the thing is, I don't have responsibilities, but that's because that's planned. I don't have children for that reason. I don't have a needy wife or anything. Like, I don't have anything I have to do, so I can focus on work. And then obviously you don't work 24 hours a day, but if I have to work like 16 hours in a day, it might not all be in an office for 16 hours. Like yesterday I did 8 hours there, but then 6 from home.
I know.
And then I do whatever I can with the rest of my time. I went to the gym after work today. I went to golfing. But I hear what you're saying.
But that's great. A lot of people let time pass them by or let work dictate their life. There's so many people that I know that are successful, that make money, and they're constantly working and they're chasing, as everybody say, chasing the bag. Don't lose focus on enjoying your life. Like, you got one shot at this shit, and so many people get caught up in just working. Like, what the fuck are you building for? Like, you can't die with your money. Like, enjoy yourself. So because of Nick telling me the story,
some people enjoy going to work.
You can say you enjoy going to work, but at the end of the day, you're replaceable. You're disposable.
It's true.
If you quit your job today, or if you got fired today, I don't care if you've been there for 20, 30 years, they will fill that spot next week, and you've donated all of this time to this company. They don't give a fuck about you.
Well, so at the end of the day, business is business.
I'm not mistaking that. Yes, business. Yeah, for companies, business is business. But I'm saying for people who have a 9-to-5 job, like me, for example, I left my job over 2 years ago. I have not worked full time in over 2 years. Do I have the money that I want? No, but I find ways to get bread. I'm happy as fuck, people. Let me tell you.
I love my
The
job.
fact of not having stress, not having to wake up at a certain time every morning to do what the fuck that I want to do is you can't put a price tag on that shit.
Rob's in the live stream. He says, "Enjoy life, but you got to pay your bills too."
You do. Listen, I pay my bills, but I enjoy myself. And just pretty much what I'm saying is don't get too caught up in working for somebody else if it's not your business, that you just kind of, next thing you know, you're fucking 45, 50 years old and you're like, what the fuck have I done with my life?
I do. I mean, I agree with you, but I do also think that, like, honestly, it depends where you work. Like, for me personally, like, with everything going on with Rob, like, I think that if I was in a different job, like the one I was 2 years ago, like, there's no, like, I probably would have had to take, like, a leave of absence. But, like, you know, where I am now, like, I was able to, like, adjust my hours, adjust certain things, and, like, it was just,
it definitely depends where you work.
You know, for 6 weeks, though, that's a long time. Like, nobody had to do that. Nobody had to say, oh, yeah, you can work from home this day and then whatever. Like, I think that also plays a role of, like, where it is. Like, because I think if I was in my old job, I would have been like, screw you, I quit. And
Yeah, a lot of people hate their job. And that's another thing, too. And, you know, like, if you hate your fucking job, there's nothing tying you down there. Fucking leave. Yeah. Start interviewing. Use personal days to interview. Use sick days. Go interview somewhere else. But if you can say, I fucking hate my job, you don't have to stay there. There are other alternatives. So just enjoy your life, people, man. You can, I mean, and I use Rob as an example. It doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank, how successful you are. You never fucking know when something crazy can fucking happen in a blink of an eye and your whole fucking life is turned upside down.
But you know what? I'm happy that, like you just said, if I was in my old position that I currently was, like, we would have a huge hospital bill. Like, my insurance was good, but it wasn't like the way that it is now, where we pay nothing. Like, I know people were saying, like, oh, I thought we'd pay nothing, but then we got a huge bill, and then we got this. Like, literally, the hospital owes me money because they took a copay from me when he was admitted, and actually gets waived when you go in. Like, that's how good my insurance is. So, like you said, like, I'm happy that I did continue to work because that's expensive. Medical bills are expensive.
Absolutely.
It's definitely circumstantial. Rich Formaggio, $5 dono, says, I'm obviously hoping, but being close in Buffalo, New York, do we really see us getting back to normal and no masks by summer? I'm predicting August. August is normal.
Who said that, Rich?
No mask? See, I don't think that. I think things will open up, but you got to wear your mask in.
Marissa, listen.
To walk out. Like, that's what I think.
People, when the weather starts getting really nice, especially here in the Northeast where we're at, the less you're going to see people wanting to wear masks and or wearing masks.
I was on the boardwalk in Seaside this weekend.
I'll let you get to your point, but there's places that I have been to recently, bar, restaurant places, where, like, even the people that work there, the owners, the managers, everybody's got their mask on their chin. Like, nobody gives a fuck. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm saying the nicer it gets here in Jersey, the less you're going to see people wanting and or wearing masks, and the less you're going to see it being enforced.
And also, like right now in the office, I'm one of 2 out of like 10 guys who hasn't gotten the vaccine yet. They all got it. So, like, if you got the vaccine, why the fuck would you want to wear a mask anymore? So all these things combined, I think, are going to cause the no mask thing to go away. When I was on the beach, I was on Seaside Boardwalk this weekend. Dude, the fucking people who worked on the boardwalk weren't wearing masks. Like, if you went in a public bathroom, no one wore masks. Not even the dude cleaning the bathroom had a mask on. So I see it going away.
Do you see his comment?
I see a
Rob said that when he dies, put his money in his grave. Marissa would spit on your grave, bro.
Knock on wood, and if you do that, I would have no money to actually get you the grave. So, no, that's not happening.
She'd take a shit in your casket, bro.
Dan Charles with I don't know what country that currency is, but it's 5 of something.
They're euros.
Euros, and it says, Joey, it would be wrong if I didn't super chat with the ETH profit. Love, brother. Someone else called me Joey Bag of ETH. I only have 6 of them, which is not a ton compared to some people. I have a buddy who has 126 of them, which, do the math in your head. It's a fucking lot of money. But I didn't get in nearly as early as he did. I wish I did, but yeah, I love crypto. Guys, I guess that's it for this podcast. We actually went almost an hour. Rob's still in the live stream. He might even probably go live later if I'd be surprised if he didn't. But if he doesn't, he'll be on
I
next
don't
time.
think he will. You think he will?
Who knows? Rob gets these overnight.
I don't
He
think he's
randomly
feeling
gets
good.
strength out of nowhere at like 11 p.m. Eastern.
Let's take a bet. I'm betting no.
I bet yes.
All right. How much you want to bet?
We'll talk about it in a few minutes. I gotta do that thing
Juicy.
for you.
Wait, what?
The gift card thing.
You can't leave the
end on that?
podcast like
I gotta
that.
do that thing for you. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks for listening. We wish Rob felt a little bit better tonight, but you know he's gonna have some struggles here and there. We will see you all next week. We're out.
Bye.
Swallows the goal, size is the prize. It's GAINZ.